Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Neha and I make videos on fashion and lifestyle. Today I'm going to talk about COVID-19, coronavirus, which has taken over the globe like wildfire. I'm currently in Singapore. It is one of the countries that was infected by the virus early on this year, but the government has done a tremendous job maintaining sanity in the country. They have opened direct communication lines and providing enough information to the residents of Singapore. So there's a WhatsApp messaging service that the government is doing through the Ministry of Health, which kind of provides us the number of people that have been infected, cured, to what extent we can prevent it, some tips on how we can avoid these kind of sicknesses and what we need to do the minute you feel safe. So there's a lot of information available online right now, which is kind of misleading as well. People are turning against each other and losing their mind. And that's why I decided to make this video. If I could help some of you in getting information out. So today's video is solely based on my information that I've got from Ministry of Health, UNICEF and WHO. So in this video, I'm going to talk about some of the symptoms of this virus and some precautionary measures that we can take to avoid contracting the disease. So first of all, let's talk about the symptoms. They are very much flu-like symptoms. These are your cold, cough, difficulty in breathing, fever, headache. A week ago, they came up saying that conjunctivitis is also one of the symptoms of this disease or this virus. So a normal tendency for us to do when you have flu or cold or cough is just pop a paracetamol or any pill and have some warm water, warm food and go to bed and take rest. Unfortunately, times have changed. What I would recommend, even though if you have mild fever or cough or cold, please go to the doctor. How they treat this is they put you on medication, basically treat you for your cold, cough and fever for 3 to 5 days, and if the symptoms prevail, they put you on a longer medication and quarantine, and being quarantined is necessary. So some of the things that I would recommend you to have it in your bag or at home all the time is a mask, an alcohol-based hand sanitizer, a pen, tissues, and preferably gloves. So let me tell you the usefulness of each item here. So all of us use elevators often. This is a place where there's high possibility a lot of virus to be on it because a lot of people touch it. So having a spare pen with you or a pencil would avoid touching it directly. So pretty much using the pen to press the buttons, close the doors, whatever that is. So buses and trains are another place where you can contract the disease because there's plenty of people commuting constantly, coughing, sneezing, touching different surfaces. So one of the best things that you can do instead of directly touching any of the items is to basically use a tissue paper and hold it like this. So we also have a tendency of resting our hands or bodies against different surfaces on the buses or trains. So making sure that you wear full sleeves would help as well to avoid. Also, one of the things that you need to avoid is touching your face because you could touch the surface of any of the objects and then touch your face. So this is a high possibility of you contracting the disease as well. As you can see, I sneezed as soon as I got off the bus. I got completely nervous around. I was a little scared how people would react because I do have allergies, dust allergies, which causes some irritation. But if you notice that I sneezed into my arm instead of my hands, because there's a tendency of touching different objects outside if you sneeze on your hands and then the bacteria are then spread across. So that's the reason it is better to sneeze in your arm or wear a mask. You can wear a mask when you're in public area, but make sure to change it every day. These are not reusable there's a high possibility of a lot of dust or bacteria accumulating on the surface. So make sure that you change it every single day. So please note that the virus doesn't settle in the air, so it's not transmitted through air, but in fact it settles on the objects, on our clothes or our phones. So statistically, our phones are the dirtiest items that we possess. So make sure this is something that is cleaned first thing once you return home. So make sure to use a hand sanitizer or an alcohol based sanitizer to clean your phone, the access card that you use, your lipstick, and also if you've used a pen or a pencil to press the elevator buttons. Also, do not forget to sanitize your hands every time that you have stepped out or use a public transport. Also, when you're heading to restaurants, be aware of the things that you're touching. Sometimes we tend to forget while pressing your code or menus, you're going to touch multiple things. So make sure before you eat or touch your face, you need to go wash your hands with soap for a couple of seconds so that your hands are completely clean. So since last couple of weeks, I've been noticing videos that are being circulated which are insane. People are being violent against each other, are inconsiderate. Also, I fail to understand why people are buying toilet rolls at this rate. I mean, there is water available to wash your ass. I really don't get it. If somebody knows it, please comment below and let me know why the purchase of toilet rolls have gone insanely high. Being said that, I feel the reason there is so much of hatred towards each other, or people are being inconsiderate, is one is the sheer fear of the virus and not having that much of information and what the government of a particular country is doing to protect them. I think one main thing that need to be kept in mind is the majority of the cases that are being reported, about 80% of them are mild cases which are completely curable. Just because somebody has the virus doesn't mean that will result into death. There's a doctor in Spain who is been infected by the virus, and he's been monitoring his own health from home, and he's put it up on Twitter and I think Facebook as well, on social media. Please go check it out. So it started off, his symptoms were I think he had cold, sore throat, fever. I think then it turned to diarrhea. Now he's got pneumonia. He's checking his own lungs, but he seems pretty fine. He is hoping to recover in another week's time. So do check it out. It gives you some kind of assurance as to what it is and how it infects you. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Please be considerate to each other. Understand everyone is going through the same thing, the same fear. Let's stop spreading. I think one of the major things that I'm missing out is the travel aspect. I love traveling, but unfortunately I have cancelled my flights for the next couple of months. I'm hoping that this gets better soon and we are able to travel and able to get out and then live a normal life. But being said that, please do understand this is a pandemic. It might go on for a longer period of time. We might have to, this might become the norm, our normal for the next few months or a year. So stay safe, guys. I think online phones and chats are much more useful now. I think our parents now are more happy that we are online rather than stepping out. So yay to internet. Stay safe, be kind, and I'll see you next week.